Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this part, transportation planning, I will explain the transportation planning process. The transportation planning process start with the situation definition. What I mean by situation definition is uh, we first prepare the location plan of the area that we think needs planning. It start with the inventory preparation, means the allied roads, whatever the structure, the infrastructure that is present on that problematic place. We try to study, not only we try, but we study the traffic pattern over there and try to find out what is there any previous studies related to this place and what in that study they were suggested. Maybe this is a new situation, then we'll find out and we'll then process. The second portion, the second step is the problem definition. And in problem definition, what we do is we define our objective. For instance, obviously, we will have an objective to reduce the travel time, and we say that this objective will be attained by reducing or by taking into consideration how much average delay time has been reduced and what is the actual delay time that is present, and we define the constraint and we establish specification what should be the average delay in those situations at those places. Then accordingly we act over there. The third step is about the search for solution. When I say search for solution, we have these things in mind. Uh, Whether we go for constructing a flyover, we may go for having an underpass, we may go for interchange, we go for bypass, whatever we feel it's appropriate at that place. Or we may not go anything, we just do widening of that road, or we may improve the signal timing, we may make parking over there, we may reduce the size of the roundabout. And in today's world, it is very important not only we uh, do this add infrastructure, we but have to have some revenue creation as well. So what toll collection is one of the way that we can have some of the revenue generated for its maintenance. The fourth step is the analysis of performance. And I can define analysis performance in this manner. For each of the option, as I suggested earlier, we may determine the initial cost, the traffic flow, and what will be the environment and social impact of that facility or overall scenario of the area. The next step is the evaluation of alternatives. By evaluation of alternative, I mean we determine the best benefit cost ratio of each of the facility We try to find the profitability and out of selecting among the solutions that has been suggested. And last but not least, the cost effectiveness in terms of the revenue, in terms of mobility, in terms of time saved, in terms of operating cost, all those are or all those are being determined. Then now we come to finalize the project or the choice of the project or projects that we will be constructing. And for that, we'll try to have the forecast of the revenue, the site location, and last, and actually it's the first thing that how much political will is there. And we can only convince a politician on the basis of five uh, steps that we have discussed earlier, and there we, with all our inputs, we try to convince and you know ask for the political involvement and political decision to approve that project. And the last step is the specific and construction. Obviously, we prepare a final design, we prepare BOQs, we add the specification, we award the contract uh, uh, on the basis of the tender, and then we supervise the construction, and work thereafter we hand over the infrastructure for operation. And the last thing is when we do that, we again go for the feedback analysis, and that should be from the stakeholders, how much situations have improved or worsened. Mind you, if the situation have worsened, then we had a disaster. So we cannot afford those disasters. So that's a very small, brief, and to the point presentation of the transportation planning process. I hope that I am able to, to give you the insight of transportation planning. Take care. Allah Hafiz.